Hello there, Trent. MegaMogwai here, and I got another MTG video for you guys today. And today I'm going to showcase a really cool deck that we built on stream yesterday. It is actually, to a certain degree, a contender for one of the decks that I'll be, or for the final deck that I'll be competing in the upcoming Mythic Championship with. I'm not as happy with it as I am with Timur Reclamation right now. But like I stated in yesterday's video, this could very well end up not being my deck. I still have to venture into Jeskai Fires. I have to see what the fuzz is about all the cat decks, because we definitely run into a lot of them. And, you know, a lot of people are starting to consider Jeskai Fires and cat decks to be the top two decks in the meta. I don't know just how accurate that is. I think a lot of people are still sleeping on this archetype. But regardless, today we're going to talk about a deck that nobody is playing as of now, and that is a Dimir mill deck. And this deck has a lot of potential because it allows us to run 4 copies of Into the Story, which is absolutely broken with the proper support. It is a 4-mana, draw 4 cards, instant spell, which is bonkers. And we have a deck that is we've played a deck like this before. At the beginning of one of the first decks that I actually showcased with the Throne of Eldraine expansion was a Dimir mill deck built around Lochmere Serpent. The reason why I wanted to go back into this archetype is because Veil of Summer was banned. So Dimir based decks in general are just much better now, and thus I think this deck, which has performed really well, or the archetype I'd say rather, which has performed really well in the past in tournaments, could be something that a lot of people are sleeping on. And this is a very fun and very unique way to play Dimir. So the idea behind this deck, in case you're wondering, is to mill our opponent so that we can capitalize on them with a very powerful 2-drop in Vantress Gargoyle. Very strong flyer that can put a clock on the opponent, a 4-turn clock to be precise, and requires the opponent to have 7 cards in their graveyard or more. So we have a 4 of Merfolk Secret Keeper and a 4 of Overwhelmed Apprentice to start milling them so that we can enable our Gargoyle to attack early on. Something that I really like about the Gargoyle is that early on in the match, specifically against aggro decks, it can be a very good blocker too. It does require us to have 4 or more cards in our hand, which makes going for mulligans against aggro decks a potential liability with this build, because we need to have a full hand and not have to lose one of our cards to the mulligan in order for us to be able to block with this thing early on. So I like this 2-drop a lot. I think it's very overlooked, and I have been seeing it in other decks. Like there's this Simic Adventure mill deck with Vantress Gargoyle that kind of becomes Simic Flash post sideboard. It's a really interesting deck that's been running around, though I haven't really ran into it myself. I've seen it on social media and such. But barring that, I haven't really seen anybody play Vantress Gargoyle. And it's pretty much the reason why we're playing this, right? This and Into the Story. Lochmere Serpent is our late game win condition. We have 4 copies of Murderous Rider because otherwise, as Dimir, we struggle dealing with Planeswalkers because we can't really justify the use of Elder Spell in this deck. We have Thought Collapse as a source of counterspell for us, as it does enable us to mill the opponent as well. And of course, one of the reasons why this deck is also so powerful is because of Drown in the Loch. This is perhaps, I've talked a lot about Gargoyles and Into the Story, which both of them can be really powerful, especially this card, which can draw us 4 cards. But Drown in the Loch is actually the strongest card in this deck. It is a 2-mana counter anything or destroy a creature at a certain point. Once we, the more the match drags out, the more powerful this card will be. And if we do find our milling cards, this can just be absolutely devastating, and it's one of our most powerful resource. Sorry. So one of the things about this deck is it's difficult to, even though we have a really solid sideboard, it's difficult to actually sideboard out cards because a lot of players, including myself, are very inclined to say goodbye to these because these are our worst cards. These are our weakest cards. They have very low impact, and they're just there to mill the opponent. And, they kind of, unless we draw into the Story and or some of our power cards, if we only play these, we're not really getting anywhere, right? So once we reach the sideboard phase, we are kind of inclined to take some of these pieces out, but they're very key in order for this deck to have the proper strength early on. So taking out cards from this deck in the sideboard process can be easier said than done, because like I said, a lot of them are very core to the actual strategy, so it's a difficult thing to do, and it requires a lot of experience, and I'm still not quite there. Even though I designed this deck, I'm not like super confident in my sideboarding abilities in a lot of matchups, because it can get very tricky. Regardless, we have triple Duress, triple Aether Gust, 1 extra Tyrant Scorn, triple Mystical Dispute, 2 Narset Parter of Veils, 1 extra copy of Cry the Carnarium, and 2 Enter the God Eternals for more aggro-based matchups. We cover everything with this sideboard. We can take on pretty much every deck out there. As a Dimir deck, we do have the weakness of not being able to interact with enchantments per se, like at all. We have Aether Gust, and that's pretty much it. So we rely on Aether Gusting it or countering them, which can make the matchup against Fire's Invention rather scary, but we have a lot of efficient counter spells, and I feel like the matchup is not as bad as it seems. Cry the Carnarium is incredibly important in this meta because it is one of the prime answers to Cauldron Familiar decks, as we get to exile the cat even if they do sacrifice it that turn, because a lot of people don't understand how Cry works, but it says if a creature would die this turn, exile it instead. So everything that dies the turn Carnarium is cast will be exiled, regardless of how it died, which is important to note. So we do have an extra copy of it for not only cat, but also aggro decks as well. I think if you're playing black, you have to be looking at Cry the Carnarium as one of the reasons to do so as of right now. And yeah, that's the deck list right there. I really like it. Very fun to play, and it felt really strong too. I think I could still optimize it, maybe have a different take. Maybe I could go more like counterspell focused and have a bit of a slower game plan going on. Like I still do believe this deck can be optimized, but regardless, it is a very, very, very fun archetype. And as a Dimir degenerate, I can't have enough of this. I played this in yesterday's stream, and the hours just flew by. So hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay that I got for you, and let me know what you think of the deck. And tomorrow we'll be back at it. I'll be venturing into I'm going to be streaming for a lot of hours today, and I want to be playing a lot of the top tier decks, and I want to see if I find something, or if I can, you know, at least gather information from these top tier decks and see if I can apply them to my Timur build to try to make it better. As this preparation process for the Mythic Championship is super exciting, because honestly, guys, this standard metagame, like after Oko, because, you know, once Field of the Dead was banned, it's not like standard got any better, it actually got worse. But now that Field of the Dead and Oko are gone, there's no deck that is just completely superior to the others, and this is actually a very exciting time to play standard. Magic, it feels really good right now, and I'm having a blast preparing for this tournament. So in case you guys took a break from standard, I really encourage you to come back, because there's many different ways to tackle this standard metagame, and it's just great. It's very diverse, and it's very fun. So hopefully you enjoy the games. Have a solid day. Stay tuned for daily MTG content from your favorite big Brazilian card boy. I stuttered there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Can we have the list? I love Dimir. I'll share it after this. I forgot to do that. I'm going to keep this. It's a 4-lander. What are the gripes that I have with this, though? Okay, let's see how we can handle cats. If we can handle cats at all. I still prefer Timur. Yeah, definitely. I still prefer Timur too. I mean, I have 2 Cry the Carnariums, and if I deal with this, I just need to fish for that Cry the Carnarium. We got the attack enabled. Actually don't mind that there, because now we just put him on lockdown here. We put him on the clock. We'll kill him faster than he'll kill us. And as long as we can counter his plays from this point onwards, we win. He can't afford to castle Lockwin anymore. And these gargoyles are just proving to be fucking amazing. With round and lock here, he's locked. He's actually locked down. Pun intended. Honorable Sudoku. We can respect that. All right, on to game 2. But wait, I was told the gargoyles weren't good. Gargoyles are a trap. Pro Twitch chat Magic player say so. It's not a snack deck, it's a gargoyle smash. You may be right. Alright, obviously Cry the Carnarium. Hey, Honoric, how's it going, man? I mean, Narset is technically pretty damn good as well. I think Tyrant Scorn is a must. Enter the God Eternals could also be very key. Let's slap it in for now. What do we take out, though?
Here comes the DJ. Here comes the DJ.
Maybe Gust? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I can drop one of these for one Aether Gust at least. Drop a couple of these for the extra ones, and I don't know about Enter the God Eternals. We need this card gets countered, man. This card gets countered by, we know it gets countered by Oven. I could slap in more Aether Gust, but I'm gonna go with this for now because I'm on the draw. Thought Collapse is not nearly as good, but I don't want to make the same mistake as I've been making and take out my I need my Wall of Lost Thoughts. I need my mill cards, right? It's hard to sideboard with this deck, man. It's very hard to sideboard with this because there's so many cards that are just core to our strategy that we can't really take that away from the deck. Alright, we'll just keep this and we'll drop. Okay, we took a lot of toys from him there. Thankfully, we didn't mill a Cauldron Familiar. That's, you know, what we want to avoid. Alright, in come the gargoyles. Okay, that's pretty cool. He can Brontodon into this. That's funny. That's pretty funny. We're close.
I leave the go guys. I've suffered worse.
All right. I gotta get rid of Vraska there. Okay, I would love a Cry the Carnarium here. I mean, there's no reason not to attack with these two. Yeah. Get 1 damage. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me something. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's fantastic, actually. I could counter that, but I gotta counter the Mayhem Devil, right? Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Well, we gotta kill that effective immediately. Oh! 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 Yu-Gi-Oh! Surprise, motherfucker! My deck has no pathetic cards! But it does have 2/2 attackers! Oh, there she is. My god. I hate that woman! I'm gonna thin my deck out of lands. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh my Wamu. Counteroo! Let's put him on the clock. It's gargoyle time. It's gargoyle time, motherfucker. Let's also play this guy. And keep these in the back. There's no wait. There's no point in. Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, there is a point. There's a point. I forget that he's generating the mana to do that to begin with. Okay, there's the fucking cat. God damn it. I'm gonna Aether Gust that. Good thing we got our life linkers. How much mana are we talking about here? We got this in the back. If I play this, I have okay, first of all, I need to play this 100%. So we play this, and now we have a total of. We need 5 mana for this, so that's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can still play this and have the mana for that. So I am gonna do it because reasons. Let's start putting him on the clock. Okay. Some gargoyles are worth protecting. And that is just the best draw I could hope for. Who needs to scribe? We're out of the red, folks. I repeat, we are out of the red. 5, 6, 7, which means I could do this and this. So I'm not gonna play the Secret Keeper because now I have the counter spell and the Scry enabled with 7 mana. We're good to go, baby. 2-0! 2-0, bitches! Oh, nice. I like this deck. But I've always been a believer that the deck is kind of bad. Whenever I try Celestia tokens, it just feels like a glass cannon, and not even a good one at that. It has so little like comeback potential. Yeah, if it gets the nutty opener and the opponent doesn't have any sort of like board wipe or anything, sure, but all they need is one wipe and you're just gone. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Okay, no islands means we have to mulligan. Heavy on lands, but we're still going to be keeping this. Overwhelming the Parentis definitely helps us. You know, not draw, not flood like that. That always happens with Magic, man. It's just like, it's crazy. So I assume Golgari Adventures. Well, those are a lot of lands. I was thinking about playing Castle Lockwayne, but I'm not going to be able to play like stuff like Rather Carnarium anyways. But if I do draw into something else here, that could have an impact. Well, we got all of our mills, but yikes. Not much we can do here. I'm at least going to take out the Paradise Druid to slow down his ramp. But this is looking rough. Yeah.
Close your eyes and listen to the sound.
Unless I
of the
draw
wild.
into like a remove. I don't think we can come back from this. Like we drew too many of our
My, how you've grown.
mill cards, and it's too late for this. GG. All right. That's one of the things about this deck. Like, you can have openers like that are just very underwhelming. We flooded a little bit, and we just had very low impact cards. That's the thing. Like, that's one of the weaknesses this deck has. Like, you know, cards like Secret Keeper and Apprentice, they're very low impact, and unless we draw into our more impactful stuff, we really struggle. Let's slap in the Aethergust, the Scorn, the Carnarium. I'll take out a couple of Apprentices. Could take out one Gargoyle. One Thought Erasure. And Gargoyles are super important, but at the same time... really tricky to I'll keep this. Because double Murderous Rider really helps. Really tricky to sideboard with this deck. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if I should have done that. Maybe I should have waited. Probably should have waited, right? I don't know why he didn't attack with these. I guess he wanted like the 1 minute. I don't understand why he didn't attack with these two. To get 1 damage on me. That's good. This is where Into the Story feels so strong, man. Like, yeah, we have low impact cards, but we have 4 Into the Stories that just enable us to refuel like crazy. We have removal now, we have counter spells, and we have even more card draw. This is where this deck becomes really strong. This card is so vital, though. This card is the heart and soul of this deck. We gotta be fishing for that that Cry of the Carnarium. Man, Cry would be amazing here. I'm gonna take a big hit here, but I really do want to keep curving out, which is why I'm playing these Into the Stories now. Problem is I can't block this. It steals a lot of damage. I just need some breathing room. I need a Cry of the Carnarium soon.
Close your eyes, breathe, and listen to the sounds of the wild. Stomping time.
question is, do I keep this other, or do I? Oh, oh. Whew. Did I? Oh. Whew, okay. Okay, we're still in it. So Narset is pretty damn good for obvious reasons because she stops the innkeeper from drawing him cards. But now that I'm on the draw, the pressure is gonna be coming towards me. And Narset is also food for questing beasts, so I just don't feel comfortable relying on her. I think this lineup is fine as it is. You still win, but if it feels harder than with Timur though. Yeah, definitely. I really like this deck, and I wonder if there's like a way to make it a little bit better. But it hasn't felt on the level of Timur. I'm gonna keep this because turn 2 Gargoyle is actually really good, especially, you know, turn 1 Secret Keeper into turn 2 Gargoyle is just fantastic. There's so much for that duress, bruh. But obviously we could, like, we're on the draw, so we're more likely to curve out, but we could just, like, miss our lands completely here. Could happen. That's rough. That's definitely rough. That's super rough. I have to counter. He knows I have the counters, but I have to counter. The cool thing is with this Secret Keeper, I get to slow him down a little bit. And this Enter the God Eternal is also... The problem is this is whenever he casts, so I can't stop him from drawing. He definitely has a Murderous Rider. I don't know why he's attacking with the Innkeeper. I guess because he wants to. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Because if I were to block this, he still gets the 1 damage, and he's really valuing that. Okay, that's fan. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. It's fantastic, but I need a black source of mana for it. So we're just gonna have to wait. The Death Touch from this is really annoying, but then again, it's gonna take like 14 turns before it kills me. Again, like super obvious that this man has a Murderous Rider. I need a land, man. Like, eventually I'll get one. If it's black, it would be better. Be great. I need to counter this. Because I need to prevent him from being able to cast that and draw him a card. And yeah, eventually I'll get a land. There we go. We did it. If he has something like a Nisa, I have the Aether Gust for it. We need into the story, like we need to draw some, we need some card draw. Okay, Drown in the Lock is fantastic. And I love the fact that I have the Castle of Antris enabled as well. We're in a good position here. This card is great to have now. I don't mind that. Should I either gust this? I really like Aether Gust in this deck with stuff like Enter the God Eternal. We may need more Enter the God Eternals. I don't know. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Aether Gust is amazing. Aether Gust is fire in this deck. Holy fuck. Hey! 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 Oh, shut down, baby! Oh, now that's a deserved win. We had to work for that. Holy fuck. My God.